Box and whisker plots. Do you remember the other day, because I want to review this before we get started on doing it one problem here. Do you remember that we might have some data like, just make up some numbers. I'm going to put them in order, okay, just so that I don't have to go do it. Okay. Do you remember we were doing that quartile stuff? Yeah. And do you remember that what we do is we first find the median, right?
So we're allowed to use our calculator on this?
Oh, yes, yes. Any of the data stuff, you're allowed to use a calculator. So if you do it by hand if you don't have a calculator. You don't have, not today. No, we're not doing this. Don't get them out. We don't need them today. We're going to do this together. I'm just trying to review real quickly. Just a quick little review. All right, so if I go find the median, let me count with a different color because I don't want to. Okay, so one, that one. Then I go in there. Then I go in there. Then I go in there. Oh, good, I got a middle number. It's 15. That's my median. Okay. I'm going to label it because we're going to draw it a different way in a second. Okay. Now, do you remember that we found a Q1 and a Q3? Yeah. We put parentheses around the remaining numbers, and we found the median of the lower set. Well, what would the median of 7, 8, 9, 11 be? There's two middle numbers.
72.
No, the median would be, what do you think it is, Dominic?
8.5.
Right. Do you remember if you got an even amount of numbers, you count to the middle, you add the numbers, and you divide by 2, you're just averaging them. So it would be like 8.5 would be that median?
Yes.
Okay. I wish I had not picked one like this, but I did. Okay. And so now over here, if I count to the middle of this is my, oh, by the way, this is what we call Q1, right? Now over on this side, if I'm finding the median and I count to the middle, I have two middle numbers again. Quinn, what would that one be? 22. Because 21 plus 23 divided by 2 would be 44 divided by 2 would be 22, or I can tell 22 is in the middle of 21 and 23, right? I don't have to do that math. Okay, so do you remember what did we call that one?
Q3.
Q3. Now our median is actually Q2, but it's the median. On a box and whisker plot, if I were going to draw this, what I do is, I will work one all the way through for your book, but what you do is you're going to make a box, and your Q2, your median, let's say that I have 15 is here, and I'm just going to put some numbers down. We'll go do a real one in a minute from the paper. Let's see, this one was, I'm going to put 8, and I'll put 9 so that we can go to the middle. On a box and whisker plots, what we do is we're going to draw a big rectangle. And the rectangle is going to go, let me mark my Q1. It was right in here, right? Let's see. Wouldn't it be like right in here? Between 9 and 8 and 9? Okay, now there's only a number line here. There's not like a y-axis, and we're not trying to go up and down or anything. And then 15 was my median. I marked my median with a dotted line. Okay, and then my Q3 was 22, so I'm going to put a dot up here. That's going to help me know where to draw my rectangle. Do you see how my rectangle goes from Q1 to Q3? It basically is how I kind of figure out how wide to make it, and it doesn't matter how tall you make it. And then you show your median with that line right there. Now, were there bigger numbers than 22 on here?
Yes.
What was the biggest number? 23? Okay, so let me do that. I'm going to show that. I want a graph that actually shows that. Let's say 23 is right here. I'm going to put a dot here for 23. And, okay, so the box part of it is that rectangle. The whiskers are the things that come out from the rectangle to your largest value on this side. What was my smallest number? 7. So let's say 7's right here. I'm going to put a dot here, and I'm going to draw, that's my whisker on my left side. So think of a kitty with whiskers, coming out the side of its face. The whiskers are just the lines that come out like this. And then, I guess would be the kitty face if you're using a kitty metaphor, but anyway, it's a box.
Then 4 and 9.
It's a 9. It's really kind of hard sometimes. This thing doesn't pick up everything, depending on where I'm hitting it with. So this is how you do these things. This is how you draw them. You can have numbers that are so big that they're way out here, and a lot of times we just ignore them. Those are called outliers. Have you ever heard of an outlier? Anybody? Yeah, it's like, let's down. Skewed means your data has, it can mean a couple of things. You may have an outlier that's really making your data like the 7'5" person measured in with our heights in here. He might really throw our data off. That might skew it. It might make it go, to the left or to the right if I were to graph it. Skew can also mean something else, though. It can mean that a lot of our points were all in like one spot, So we're going to look at that as we go through these papers here.